Episode 3 is here, and this one we get some drama. Drama. Let's get into it. In this episode, Louis is starting to not like killing people to feed on and wants to basically find another way. Being a little more selective when it comes to eating, like animals, mostly rats, sometimes cats. But in the process, he's not as strong since he's not getting a full meal. And Lestat is becoming a bit impatient with the entire process. And speaking of the processes, the entire vampire process for Louis is becoming more and more taxing as the days and nights go by. It's a strain on family life because he hardly sees them, the food issue of course, his business that he's running. We'll get back to that business part in a second, as well as his relationship with Lestat. This is still all new to Louis, while Lestat has been doing this forever. Plus, Lestat still lives to have his cake and eat it too. What I'm saying is he likes to mess around with other people, if you know what I'm saying. So the two agree to have an open relationship. Another reason for this is so Lestat won't have to feed around Louis since he's not into humans in that way anymore, at least. And Louis is cool with it. But it appears Lestat may not like this agreement once Louis bumps into an old friend. Back in Louis' business, some shit went down in this one. Things won't be the same for the small town of Storyville at the end of this episode, and it's pretty sad. It's a pretty sad sight to see, dude. Random note, though, Lestat may be the one who created Wolverine Blues. You gotta check out the episode to see what I'm talking about. And dude, the scene when he meets his family in this one is it's so sad, dude. He hadn't seen him for a long time, and the conversation between Louis and his mom, it's just heartbreaking to say the least. But these are the sacrifices you make when you become a vampire. It just comes with the territory. Shit ain't what it used to be, nor will it ever be. And let's be real, he chose to be a vampire, right? But anyhow, we got Malloy. He's starting to kind of dig deep into Louis' past and questioning the validity of certain details of his story. It appears that Louis' recollection of his past may be a bit cloudy when it comes to his backstory. I think this opens the floodgates to the stories we've already heard, and we'll hear in the future as well. I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. But overall, this is a good episode. I mean, had a great teaser at the end of the episode to show what's to come, dude. It's definitely a big one. But I'm really curious how long Lestat and Louis actually stay together when it comes to this series, because there's already hints of division between the two. I've never read the books, and I don't know what happens. And honestly, I like it that way because it's all fresh when I watch the series. But I wonder what happens to Lestat later in the series because, you know, at some point we do know the two separate, right? It'll be interesting whenever that time comes. But anyhow, that's all for today. I'll see you on the next episode when things really get spicy. Stay nasty, my friends, and Shay Nasty out.